I'm going to move on to mid, but as I go over there, the main thing to take from just spamming banana is that most of the time you could just use your bullets to deceive them. You could spam from the back while your team works up. You could spam while your team's working A. You could basically do the same thing and mimic and have them do 3 different things off the same idea. So now I'll start out with alt mid, and I'll show you guys some stuff in working up in the middle. On CT side, I showed you how people could spam me back standing in this spot. So what I like to do when I spam people climbing up the boxes to the hallway, I like to come back here, line up with this shutter, and you can just shoot straight ahead. And it'll actually go right to where they're climbing up, and that's just good sometimes to get them before walking to the halls. After you're done doing that, sometimes you could shoot like 15 bullets there. You could run right here, and you could shoot right here to the left of the vent, right where the shutter line is when this wall cuts it off. You just shoot right there, and it shoots to the left of the vent on this part of the wall right here. And that gets people walking down the left hall right up here, the left wall in the hall, rather. And it's really good to catch them pushing up, because CTs will try to push here and get spam kills a lot. And then if you want, after you move up, you could shoot a little more to the right on this part of the wall from balcony, just so I kept that same angle, but up there you could shoot just right over here. And that's right at the level, because you have to raise it a little. That's right at the level for where their shoulders would be. It's a really good spam just to catch people pushing early in the round. Another window room spam really quick is if you're standing at the bottom of the stairs right here, you could actually line right next to this window. You could shoot right here at the window room corner. And it's really good because you could catch people sometimes watching halls, and you just be tapping right here and maybe hit them, and you could hear it. If your teammate's under here right here, he'll hear the hits, and he can maybe creep up and get the frag, or maybe you could just base something off it. You can nade it and whatnot. Moving up in the mid, there's not too much spams right here in middle, but you can spam right under the shutter at this angle. Like not from over here, but just right here you could spam and it goes into the left side arch. And sometimes there will be an M4 guy spotting here or maybe holding out a flash, and that's right where you're going to hit him, anywhere in this area. So that's good, just a quick thing to know. The rest of the spamming though here really just involves knowing that you can shoot through these triangle pillars right here. So if you ever shoot at a guy and then he runs away, you can trail him through this corner. You can't spam through this part, but at the edge, the little corner right here is where it ends. So, I mean, that's very basic, but it's also good to know. Now I'm going to head over to the halls and just talk about, this is another place where you can shoot a lot and just spam walls randomly, and you don't really need to have too much direction, but you could also deceive the CTs and not really let them know that you're working up in a certain manner. And before I actually show you spams over there, something that's kind of pertaining to alt mid still is you could do spams like this where they think you're doing a slow default just for no reason while your team walks up halls or maybe walks out the window room. Because a lot of times players on defense, when they hear the spams, they think you're doing a slow strategy. So you could catch them off guard by walking out, sacrificing not having one guy with you, but still having 4 guys with the element of surprise. So now I'm going to move up into halls, and I'm going to show you guys how you could actually spam a corner up in here. You sit down here in this corner, go to this little edge right here, and go a little bit up and to the right, and that actually shoots people hiding right up in this corner right here. And that's just another simple lineup spam that can expose or kill the guy and make him fall back or possibly frag him. So know that. You just back yourself into this corner, you do that spam. Now as I creep up the halls here, I have another spam. You push yourself to this corner, and there's actually a little shadow made here by the light, which brings yourself up to like the 5th step, I think it is. So you count yourself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this light, and that's actually right at the top of the stairs right here. I think that actually might be the 4th stair where that lines up with the light. Yeah, it's the top of the 4th right here. You're just going to shoot right at the corner, and that will actually go up to someone spotting the end of halls. So that's another useful lineup just to catch people off guard early in the round. The last thing I really want to talk about was like the cover fire, and as well spam for the end of halls. But mainly with the cover fire, if you ever have a guy posted up right here, you can have 3 guys or 2 even just walk up to the end of halls, and right when they get to this point even, he could just start spamming and spraying his AK bullet at the wall, and you could have these other 3 guys just running. And what that'll do is make this guy CT or this guy in Big Pick kind of just be like, all right, they're spamming them right now, and then all of a sudden you're rushing out. And this is especially powerful if you're at a LAN tournament because there might be background noise or ambient noises causing them to make it even tougher to hear your footsteps over their shots. The last little spam I wanted to show you guys is from this place. You can actually do 2 different angles. If you stand right here, push yourself up against the corner, and you can see the whole hallway. Like you line yourself up with this wall, If you shoot right between these two little diamonds, that's a common spot where people play when they want to watch the halls just from the balcony. So this spot is right here, and that'll hit people standing right here, and it's just really good because all these spams will give you an advantage on the rush, especially if you hit them and they have to fall back. You immediately know where one guy is. You could flash him and take the site with more ease. The second spam for this angle is right here. You actually scoot back, go down to step 1, and right next to this left light right here is the bomb plant spot. So all you're going to do from here is you scoot back, go down 1 step, and you stand up, and it's right under this light, and you can shoot the bomb plant spot and actually hit down here, right here, and while you plant the bomb. It's really risky, but that's just something good to know, and especially if you just randomly, there's sometimes situations call for this. They're really rare. I get made fun of sometimes for learning these type of small spams, but I think these intricate things can really help in situations that call for it because you can't do anything else. So that's basically all I wanted to talk to you guys about, inform you on how you should be going out spamming. Some of the final notes, like I said, include using spamming AK bullets as cover fire, just spamming and maybe following repetitive spams so the guys never know what strategy you're doing on the other team. Like I said, spamming B, and you could do 3 different things off of it. So that's about it, guys. This has been an EG Pro Tip sponsored by Kingston HyperX. I'm Jordan Nothing Gilbert, and you can check out more of my videos on www.myeg.net. Thanks, guys.